Hello and welcome to Mangator 96, and today we're going to talk about high school DxD. Today's topic will be yet another prominent race in this series, and that are the dragons. But unlike the devils, angels or fallen angels, dragons do not have anything resembling that of a society, as they are pretty much lone wolves for the most part, with their egos being equal to their strength, which are the reasons why a dragon society was never established. This is a good thing for every other mythological race, considering that two of the strongest dragons were enough to disrupt the three-way war between the devils, angels and fallen angels. Now imagine if dragons could have a working society and a functioning dragon army. It truly would be the strongest army in the whole mythological world, without contest. With that being said, in this video I will cover their abilities, their weaknesses and the different classes of dragons. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as there are some spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with a brief overview on the dragon race. Dragons are creatures that represent power. As such, in all ages, dragons are admired, respected and feared by all. The dragons are the only creatures who, as a race, did not side with any of the three factions in the Great War. Unlike yokais, European monsters, spirits, fairies and other supernatural races. However, some dragons did join one of the three factions. Dragons are beings created from large masses of energy who act freely and selfishly. Despite this, dragons have an extremely high level of intelligence. Azazel theorized that the reason dragons are so powerful is their purity of thought that compels them to devote their all to one goal. For the evil dragons, it's battle and carnage. He also observed and stated that the dragons live according to their own free will. Among dragons, evil dragons in particular tend to rely on their obsession for this focusing on a singular purpose, even if their bodies are destroyed. It is also a known fact that it is a grave mistake to anger a dragon of any level, whether it be a low-class dragon or one of the heavenly dragons. The reason being outrage mode, shown when Fafnir displayed power equal to that of Rizwan Lucifer, who is a super devil. When a dragon is enraged or someone who possesses a dragon-type sacred gear. One known way to calm them down is to sing them a song, as when the Opie Dragon song Calm Down Issa. Currently, almost all of the dragons of legends are sealed in sacred gears, dormant, missing or dead. Dragons love hoarding treasure, as seen in the case of Tiamat, who in the past had a hoard of treasure to which some of her treasures were borrowed by Didrak, who ended up losing them. Losing the treasure of a dragon enrages them to where they will relentlessly pursue whoever lost it, as shown by Tiamat, who has been persistently pursuing Didrak and his possessors for centuries to make them pay for losing her treasure. Fafnir is also obsessed with treasure, though he also considers Asia's lineager treasure, demanding it from contractions and summoning weapons for battle. Dragons appear to have a custom of declaring their titles as they formally challenge or accept challenges to duels with each other. As shown by Didrak, dragons revert back to being baby dragons if they don't heal properly as a result of using up too much of their powers. The dragons are divided into many different classes. There are the normal dragons, the dragon kings, which are above the normal dragons, the heavenly dragons, which are above the dragon kings, and the true dragon and dragon god, the highest class of dragons. Now going into the classes, at the top we have the true dragon, which is a class that solely belongs to the Great Red, the Apocalypse dragon, and the true red dragon god emperor, who is known as the Dragon of Dragons or DxD. It is the title given to Great Red as the most powerful of dragons. While Great Red is the only dragon that belongs to this subclass, in volume 12 it is said that Issa could be thought of as a small true dragon because of having his new body made from Great Red's flesh. Then we have the Dragon God, which is a class that belongs to Ophis, their Ouroboros dragon, and founder of the Chaos Brigade, and Lilith, the spawn of Office. Great Red is also considered one of the dragon gods in addition to being a true dragon. Then we have the two heavenly dragons. If you want to know more about them, I made a video specifically dedicated to them, so you can check it out if you're interested in it. Moving on, we have the 5 Great Dragon Kings, as a group of 5, previously 6, unique dragons with high destructive powers rivaling those of ultimate class devils, or even the 4 Great Satans. The 5 Dragon Kings are Tiamat, Yulong, Virtra, Migdarsron and Fafnir. Tanin was also one of the Dragon Kings before leaving and joining the Devils. It is unknown how a dragon reaches this class, as the other classes appear based on the dragon's specific type, while the Dragon Kings are of different types and factions. Then we have high level dragons, which are a dragon class that belongs to normal dragons. A total of 4 have appeared within the series so far. After them we have low level dragons, which are a dragon class that belongs to normal dragons. The only dragon that has been revealed that belongs to this class is the Earth Dragon. The dinosaur that appeared in the short story A Tokutsa Devil is an example of an Earth Dragon. Then we have the Evil Dragons, who are known to be more powerful than the 5 Dragon Kings, while the most powerful evil dragon in existence, Chrome Crotch, is said to be as strong as the Heavenly Dragons. The evil dragons are stated to be the most vicious and brutal of all the dragons, all being dangerous battle maniacs that want to destroy everything including themselves. All evil dragons were considered as extinct before the beginning of the series. They are considered as broken dragons and are feared by all factions of the world due to their immense power and extremely savage brutality. Evil dragons are considered nearly impossible to control, as only evil gods and malevolent gods were able to control them in the past. Evil dragons can revive themselves naturally if a part of their soul remains. This process, however, consumes a large amount of time. Technically, Virtra is considered to be in this category as well, but he pales in comparison to their savagery. Among the evil dragons, the ones that were the most brutal and stood at the top were Chrome Crotch, Ajidaka and Apophis. All the currently known famous evil dragons were revived by Klipot of the Chaos Brigade for the Evil Dragon War. Out of the 7 named evil dragons, Chrome Crotch defected from Klipot, Ajidaka and Apophis betrayed Rizven, Grendel and Lado were both sealed after their defeat, while Yamato no Orochi, Apophis, Ajidaka and Non-Hirk are the only evil dragons who died in battle. In volume 16, Rizven reveals that with the help of the Sephiroth Graal, he could mass-produce evil dragons using it on the vampires that already modified himself using the Holy Grail. The mass-produced evil dragons are said to have at least the strength above a mid-class devil. 4 of those dragons defected and formed a contract with Asya after seeing Fafnir's improved cooking shown in volume 17. And lastly, we have the Dragon Children, which are a group of dragons who are children of their higher class of dragons. So far, Tanin, the former Dragon King, is known to have 3 sons, and technically you could put Issa's children in this category, as it was shown that all of them did at least inherit 1 dragon wing from their father, so they are all dragons to some extent. Moving on to the strengths that dragons possess. The abilities of dragons differ between classes, their specific race and in some cases the specific dragon. All of them have demonstrated the power of flight and their own elemental breath, either fire, ice or lightning. Their breath attacks, physical attacks and aura are noted to be the most basic forms of offense. Dragons often display high durability because of their tough scales. There have also been dragons who have developed their own abilities aside from their basic ones, such as Daedrak, power multiplication and transfer, Albion, power division and absorption, and Vritra, power absorption and transfer. A frequently seen trait amongst the highest class of dragons is the ability to change their appearance of varying degree. This trait ranges from changing their size, Tanin and his son Boa Tanin, to completely change their outward appearance. Yulong, Chrome Crotch, Office, Tiamat, Apophis and Alivian can do this. It has been stated and shown by Issa that dragons drew strong allies and enemies to them. Unlike other races that have long lifespans measuring to a millennium, all dragons have a limitless lifespan, as a dragon doesn't age after reaching maturity and will only die if they are killed. Dragons, and by extension dragon secret gear possessors, are immune to poisonous mist created from Yotsu, which is said to be able to work on even higher ranking devils and yokai. As stated in volume 18, all dragons seem to have the ability to enter an empowered state of sorts when they are angered. In this state, physical abilities increase significantly. When Fafnir entered this state, his power was enough that he was able to knock Lilith to the side and beat off one of Rizwan's Lucifer's arms. In the outrage state, dragons will relentlessly pursue their enemies. Didrak and Albion also entered outrage mode back in the Great War and lashed out at the leaders of the three factions for interrupting their fight. Though not many, some dragons have the ability and also expertise in using various types and classes of magic and spells, and often to far more potent degree than any other supernatural beings. Higher class of dragons can use high class of magic and even forbidden spells. Some examples of those dragons are Ajidaka, who both controls and possesses 1000 magical skills, Fafnir, which he uses his skills in magic to willfully open the dragon gate and bestow curses, and Apopis, who uses his magic to contain the Holy Grail through his own dimension. It is also said that a scale of dragons are resistant to magic. Though not all dragons can use curses, there are several higher ranking and powerful dragons that can create and bestow curses, in particular those who can use forbidden magic and spells, such as Fafnir, who can use his spiritual presence, Virtra, shadowy black flames that can curse both mortals and supernatural beings, and Ajidaka, 1000 skills of ancient and forbidden magic skills. Also, some dragons can utilize poison, and some of them are very deadly, not only devouring and killing a being's physical body, but also its soul. In particular, the only known dragon that possesses this ability are Samael, Albion and Yamato no Orochi, though the latter venom can be cured by a certain association such as Heaven and some magical factions. Moving on to the dragon's weaknesses. Despite dragons being considered to be masses of power, a common weakness for dragons, as well as people with dragon-type sacred gears, are objects of individuals that consider dragon slayers. Swords imbued with dragon-slaying abilities, such as the Holy Sword Ascalon and the demonic Emperor Sword Ram, have shown the ability to easily cut and harm dragons, as Issa was able to use Ascalon to easily damage and destroy Vali Lucifer's scale mail armor during their fight, and the demon sword Gram was used by the original Siegfried to kill one of the dragon kings, Fafnir, though Fafnir was later revived by the Norse gods. Dragons can gain resistance to those dragon slayers by either using the Sephira Growl or by true intense training, as seen with Chrome Crotch, who defended against attack from Issa's Crimson Blaster plus Ascalon. So far, the most dangerous weapon against dragons is the deadly poison of the Dragon Eater, Samael, which not even immensely powerful dragon gods such as Ophis and Great Red can remain unaffected by. This poison had destroyed Issa's body and would have affected his soul if not for the past possessors of the boosted gear sacrificing themselves. The poison is a result of the god of the Bible's intense hatred towards snakes and dragons. In volume 6, it was mentioned that dragons can be calmed down using specific songs, though Vali mentioned that there weren't songs for the heavenly dragons until the introduction of the Opai Dragon song, which was used to calm down Issa in Juggernaut Drive. The new high tier Longinus near the Cair can be used to control dragons or drain the power of any dragon who hears the user's voice while active, but it can be also used to strengthen them. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on the dragons in this video. And that will be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.